everybody, and welcome to another episode of Too Weird Didn't Watch, the show where we make fun of movies that we have not seen based on nothing but their weird descriptions.
I'm Brantley.
And I'm Albert, and I've got a special episode lined up for you today, Brantley.
Okay.
A little theme action.
Ooh.
We like to do these sometimes.
We do.
And we're going to kick this off with Prey.
I love this game. Not really big on the kind of reboot, remake they made within the last couple of years, but the first one, really fun. Cool portal technology, weird organic guns. It's cool. Also ghosts in space.
It's
weird.
Prey with an E, by the way.
Yes.
Prey with an A is like a very
Santa
different movie.
Maria. That would have also worked with that game, actually.
Nathan is in the countryside with his girlfriend Claire in the house of her family, expecting to announce that she is pregnant and will move with him to the city.
Okay.
I like it. There's like some oddities about how this sentence is written.
Yeah, she isn't like committed to it, but she's like, I'm probably going to do it.
I'm thinking about announcing that I'm pregnant. Am I pregnant yet?
Like, I am 100% pregnant and I am moving, but should I tell him? Would it ruin the surprise?
It would be great to just
Go.
be disappeared one day and they're like, where did our daughter go?
Where did Claire go? And they hunt you down because they think you murdered me. And then it turns out we have a kid and we're married. It'll be hilarious. Claire's a bad person.
Claire is the chemical engineer of Lehman's, the pesticide factory that belongs to her father, Nicholas. So she probably still is a bad person.
Yeah.
And she lives in the farmhouse of her grandfather, Eric, with her father, her mother, Marie, and her uncle, David.
Okay.
So she's a millennial. Got a job as a mechanical engineer and still can't move out of Grandpa's house.
Yeah.
They're all stuck. When Eric and David find several dead deer in their land, they organize a hunting party with Nicholas and invite Nathan to participate. Nathan initially refuses, but then he sees the chance to have a conversation with Nicholas about Claire's situation.
Look, she's gonna reveal this thing. I just want to give you a heads up. Don't want you to be too shocked because I know you're like not super big on me, but I want to.
We are actually having sex.
We are having the sex. We've been married for a while.
I'm fertile. Apparently, so is she. Things led to other things. There's a baby.
Parthenogenesis. Made a baby. That's what I'm saying.
Soon they find that the water supply is compromised.
Made too many babies.
Since the river is contaminated with pesticide.
Oh, well, we know who's responsible. Just like, okay, fix this. It's going to cost money, but hey.
Further, pigs were fed by a sick sow and turned into mutants.
It's not how pesticides work.
When they are attacked by the animals, the attention increases.
Because that would cause
Because that's how movies work.
Bugs instead, but okay.
When they are attacked by the animals, the tension increases among the family members, and they become the prey in the hunting.
The movie's called Prey, not The Hunting. Silly movie title.
They might also be called The Hunting, actually.
Oh.
Half the time, these lower budget movies get 3 different titles. They're like, I don't know, let's try this one in Wisconsin. They might like this one a little better.
I mean, that happens with high budget movies.
Yes.
Alien was originally called Star Beast, and they realized that was dumb.
I don't know.
Then it was
I want to make a Star Beast movie now.
Then it was the 8th or 9th passenger. And it's like, that's confusing.
Everybody's like, wait a minute, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they cut. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. No, was she in another shot? Dag nabbit.
We'll call it Alien, which works on 2 levels, because one, it's alien, but it's also from this weird, bizarre origins. And then in 30, 40 years, just explain it's just a robot made them, and make everybody mad.
So, just so everybody's clear, this is a Evil Pig movie episode.
What? I thought it was going to be about pesticides.
Nope. Pigs!
Or mutant babies.
Because next up we have...
Or weird reveals to your parents.
Pregnancy!
It's a pregnancy-themed episode.
Guys, this is the episode where me and Brantley reveal that we're pregnant. Or something. No, that doesn't work.
There was a Schwarzenegger movie called Junior where he got pregnant. Neither of us have his build, but hey.
How have they not remade that at this point?
Because Schwarzenegger's old and that'd be weird.
That's not how remakes work.
You can cast the same people.
Yeah, but that's not how they work in general. Next up we
Make a sequel where it's his son dealing with the fact that his dad is his only parent. He's like, Dad, I don't know if I can get pregnant or not. It's freaking me out.
That's actually brilliant.
I'm scared to have sex.
And there's the whole question of first of all, I haven't seen the movie. How does he get pregnant?
It's an experiment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's a medical doctor or something in that movie. It's been a while. I saw it like on TV in the 90s or something.
Do you like? There's also the question of like he's grown up without a mom, or wait, does he have a boy or a girl?
I can't remember.
I was gonna say if it's a girl, like
Then the
she's
point is
grown up
moot.
without like the maternal instinct, right? So she does. She's also like wrestling with like, I literally didn't have a mom. Like, what do I do about that? Sort of like a reversal of the virgin birth of Jesus, right? He's a dude, mom was a virgin. Like opposite of that, except I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger's a virgin in this movie. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're up to Razorback from 1984. This is an Australian movie, Brantley.
It is. It's also been on Sci-Fi Channel, which I have luckily not seen.
Oh man,
We came very close though. We brushed the edge there.
I'm one of the reasons I have this in here is because I want to see it. Because actually, a lot of the reviews that I read when looking for the description here were like, this is actually pretty good.
Almost watched it a few times because it's been like coming up next, Razorback. I'm like, well, I got to go to school or I got to go to bed. I've missed it.
In a small
Outback.
In a small outback town, a child is carried off by a massive wild boar. But the grandfather who was looking after the boy gets accused of killing the youngster.
Ooh, okay.
What's the problem there?
This is a little close to that lady whose baby got eaten by the dingoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's literally inspired by that because
Yep.
it takes place in Australia and stuff.
Yes.
He tells that of a gigantic wild boar killed his grandson, but naturally the townsfolk won't hear any of it.
This is in Australia. There's nothing dangerous out here.
Giant boars, you say? That's just a regular pig.
Watch out for them drop bears, though.
But in the trail, there
Bunyips.
wasn't enough evidence to convict him. Oh, I think that's supposed to be trial, apparently.
Yeah.
The person who wrote this had a lovely relationship with the
Maybe
English language.
they were using text-to-speech in there from Australia, and the computer was like, I don't even know what you're saying. I'm just going to throw words out here.
But in the trial, there wasn't enough.
What is that?
I don't know what this voice is. It's kind of just sort of nasally and like, well, that's not
that your
Australian style
Australian?
at all. Well, I was going for it, but I didn't. You know how they say shoot for the stars and you'll land among the moon or
No.
whatever? Wait,
You
what?
reverse that? Also doesn't make any sense because that means you just miss really bad and just keep going for thousands of years.
No, I was. You
Shoot
know
for the
how
moon, you
they
land
say
among the
if
stars.
you spend a lot of money and like invest a bunch of literal and also intellectual capital, maybe you can get some people to the moon once or twice, but then never go back because it's not financially feasible.
Well, it's because there were giant rock spiders on the moon.
Oh, that too. I forgot about that. Where is this going?
I don't know. Started saying things.
You
You tried doing an Australian accent, didn't work, and I'm fighting it to come
in
out.
the trial, there wasn't enough evidence to convict him, so he's acquitted. Next, an American female reporter.
Oh, good, we can care now.
It's an American, and she's a girl.
Ooh.
Who's an animal rights activist.
And now we don't care anymore.
Goes under to...
Goes down
Down
under.
under,
Down.
you're
It's a
right.
very common phrase, Al. Come on, man.
No, I thought they were going to try to say undercover, and I skipped over the down. Goes down under to
Down
get
under.
some interviews with some kangaroo hunters. But instead, she comes face to face with the rampaging boar and disappears. The locals believe she must have fallen down a mine shaft, but her husband, Carl, thinks otherwise and heads to Australia to dig up any dirt. Carl! To what really happened.
You haven't seen llamas with hats. Never mind. It's fine.
Isn't that a meme from Walking Dead?
Carl is a character, one of the two llamas and llamas with hats. And the very first word of most episodes is Carl! And then listing off whatever horrible thing he's done. Starting with there's a dead human in her house. Oh, hey, how did he get there?
Okay. I was also, like, when I said Carl, I was thinking of the Heavy Rain thing where you run around just
Jason!
Sean! Oh, is it Jason?
It's Jason first and then later it's Sean.
Oh, okay.
But the first one is Jason. You're just running around the mall because your kid wandered off because you weren't paying attention because you're a bad father.
I've been watching a new YouTuber that did a playthrough of that. That's just hilarious.
It's a good game. It gets very, very depressing because it's a David Cage game. Not as dark as Beyond Two Souls, but still pretty sad. And not as dumb as Indigo Prophecy because that game. Oh my god.
Next up, we have Chaw from 2009.
Right.
Chaw is the name for a man-eating wild boar with a body length of 2 meters, an approximate weight of 410 kilograms.
I don't
I'm
know how to
American,
translate
so
to-
that could be anything from a cricket to like the space shuttle.
I mean, 2 meters is 6 feet. I just don't know I don't know the conversion. for
Go with me
kilograms.
on the joke, Brantley. I actually know how much 2 meters is also.
Do you know kilograms?
I know grams.
Because we have the length. I don't know how
No, I know centimeters.
rotund.
I know how to convert centimeters to inches. Samare is a quiet village on the foot of Mount Jiri in South Korea, where no incidents have occurred in 10 years.
10 years ago. Woo, boy.
Also, like, for 10 years, they've just been, like, sitting in their beds, not moving.
Nope.
No incidents.
That was a crazy day. Not going outside. Nope, we're just staying here. Have food delivered. It's fine. And then one day, everybody's like, it's been 10 years. We can go outside. Giant pig. Why do we go outside? Everyone back indoors. Lock your doors. Back to bed.
One day a mangled human wrist is found, and the village of Semeri is placed in fear and severe anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. I
Except,
mean, nothing, literally nothing has happened, then all of a sudden they're like, a mangled human wrist. Ah!
This is America. It'd be morbid curiosity.
Shortly later, another body part is found, and then footprints are discovered with blood stains.
Now, because your theme, I know it's giant pig people, but it doesn't say pig footprints. It doesn't say hoof prints. It says footprints.
Uh-huh, yeah.
So is this pig running around in trainers or
Well, maybe it has a
just
trainer.
some sandals?
Like it's somebody leading the pig around.
Ah.
Got a pet giant pig.
It does have a name.
By the way, we would have been able to do Hogzilla on this, but I've seen that one a little bit, so there
Is that
were
really a
more
pig?
giant pig movies than you would imagine. Close enough for our purposes. It's literally the whole purpose is we need more pork and cheaper, and it's going to taste good. We're making giant pigs.
Okay.
It's genetically modified.
Doesn't look like a pig. Look more like a hippo. Only less murdery.
Former hunter Ilman Shion lost his granddaughter, and now he suspects her disappearance is tied to the man-eating boar. Well, because he doesn't want to face the fact that it might have been because he's a terrible father or grandfather.
I mean, when you're a grandparent, you're not super in charge of the kid. Like, if they're visiting, then yeah, but in general, it's like, nah, it's the
It
parents.
says he lost her. He's definitely responsible
That's
for the
just
losing.
his worthless millennial kids projecting blame.
Illman then gathers some residents to find the boar, including Sung Kyung Kim, professional animal hunter.
I can't get
Baek,
through that very Korean name perfectly, but then Animal's like, nope! Brain can't do that one.
and Yong Sa Shin. Animal ecosystem researcher Suryan is also listed in their hunt.
Okay.
And that's it. Like, they just
no,
decided to
good.
end their description with, like, and here's a list of people that are hunting the pig.
Here's the
All right,
team.
that's all the
They're hunting the
information you
pig.
need.
Maybe this is kind of like Battle LA, where it's like the monster's there. In that case, aliens, this case, giant pig. But it's more about the characters, so you don't really see them that often.
Okay.
It's more about him dealing with the guilt and, all the other people, like, their issues that they're going to have.
I can see that from the perspective of, like, the budget, I guess. But that's not what I want from this movie. And, okay, let's say that is the case. Give me more details on, like, what these guys' interpersonal relationship is. Like, which one's the gruff one? Which one's the guy who's goofing off? Who annoys who? Like, if you're writing a description, give me the meat. I need the meats.
It's pork.
I also want to point out the title,
Poor man.
Chaw, is like one of those desperate attempts to sort of directly bring over the Korean title with something that might sound vaguely related in America.
Mm-hmm.
So like when Ringu became the Ring, and I think there's
Well, what
several
is
other ones.
Chaw called in Korea?
Hold on, I'll look.
Because I was assuming that, it says it's called Chaw.
It was originally called Chaws in the United States, but yeah, the Korean original title was Chawu, and then they settled into Chaw.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
next up we have Hogzilla,
Yep.
which I mainly have in here just because you have to. Like, it's a very short description, but
We discussed the actual Hogzilla briefly before.
Yes. There are actually several movies that were inspired by this. This is one, I got to watch the trailer for this one, and if you're going to watch any of these pig giant hunt movies that we've read off, don't watch this one. Just based on the trailer, I can tell you, like, this is not one of the good ones. But the description reads, a tabloid news crew ventures into the backwoods of Central Florida to investigate reports of an aggressive feral hog. Oh no?
Florida.
Tabloid news in Florida.
I mean, but those poor guys going to Florida. Guys, it gets crazy down here.
It does not.
It does.
For you, personally?
Yes. You wandered into a horror movie.
When?
When you went canoeing.
That was just like a river. Rivers exist everywhere. I was stupid and the river went away. Also, I was fine. I was rescued and nothing bad happened. I am still traumatized from that experience.
Exactly.
But
nothing happened and you're traumatized.
I came out stronger because I knew I could survive. Yeah.
Okay. Or would you come out more arrogant and therefore prone to hubris?
No, I definitely, next time I plan a canoeing trip, will look real close at the map and ask some locals.
Or how about when it says
or
no
get
entry?
Off at the sign that says get off here because you can't keep going?
And you're like, nah, we're fine.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna go through
that's like the beginning
story.
of so many horror movies. Back to things.
They go to investigate reports of an aggressive feral hog who the locals call Hogzilla.
Was the original story in Florida?
I think it might have been.
Oh yeah, I figured it'd be more like Texas or something.
I could not speak definitively.
Okay.
What they find, though, are demons, devils, creeping things,
Ganon,
and pure evil.
They found Ganon.
He is kind of a hog.
Demon wizard pig.
You said that to me, and I was like, what are you talking about that he's a pig? Because I'd only played Zelda Breath of the Wild, and he doesn't much look like a pig in that one.
Like, classic Ganon is a straight-up pig man.
Okay. Finally, we have Pig Hunt. And despite the fact that this has, the lamest name, I also watched the trailer for this one. This is the one that you should watch.
This is the pig movie?
Yes. When John takes his San Francisco friends to his diseased
cabin in the woods.
Diseased and deceased. They sound similar, but they mean different things, apparently.
One can lead to the other. Actually, they can both lead to each other. Hang out with dead bodies, you'll get sick.
When he takes his San Francisco friends to his deceased uncle's remote ranch to hunt wild pigs, it seems like a typical guy's weekend with guns. Despite the presence of Johnny's sexy girlfriend, Brooks. Every time I see, multiple dudes hanging out with one relatively attractive girl, I think, I'm gonna give whatever that is just, a wide berth. 'Cause that's a potential problem. Maybe that's sexist to me, Brantley, but that's how my brain works. But as John and his crew trek deeper into the forest, they begin tracking the awful truth about his uncle's demise and the legend of the Ripper. A murderous 3,000-pound black boar! So it could be Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, that would make, what is it, From Hell, a very different movie?
He's holding the pen in his hand. That's why he had all those misspellings.
Straight up, no, I just want it straight up From Hell, like the John Cusack one, but still, he's a giant pig the whole time. Maybe?
I'm pretty sure it's Johnny Depp.
No, you're right, John Cusack was the one where he played Edgar Allan Poe, I think. I always get those mixed together in my head.
Okay. There we go. Their pursuit leads them through fields of marijuana and into the muddy landscape of Big Wallow. Involving... What?
Is that another giant pig?
I assume Big Wallow is
or a drug?
The place where the pig lives.
Okay.
Because the pig, wallows in the mud.
Yeah.
Leads them through fields of... Involving high-powered weaponry, the violent and unpredictable Tibbs brothers, massacred emus, a machete-toting hippie stranger, vengeful rednecks, and throat-slitting cult girls who grow dope by day and worship a giant killer pig by night. Again, I've seen this. There's also dirt bikes in this movie.
You've seen this?
No, I'm sorry. I've seen the trailer.
Okay.
I was researching and I was like...
You were about to be in trouble, sir.
No. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen like pieces of it, and man, does this look appealing. By the time the pig hunt is done, no one is innocent or unscathed. Not for the faint of heart, Pig Hunt is a darkly comic horror film that combines the best of Deliverance, Jaws, and Diner. I don't know what that one is.
I think that's a movie where a dude harvests people and sells them.
Fair enough.
I think.
But remains uniquely NorCal in its tone and scope.
What does that mean?
North California?
Yes, but what does that... Anyways. What does uniquely NorCal in its tone mean?
Well, you know, sometimes you get those movies and they're like, well, they advertise themselves as NorCal, but then there's like a little bit of SoCal in there. And you're like, what is this? And I think I even get a little Nevada. Why is there Nevada in my NorCal movie? Just rude. It is cinematic punkabilly, which is a name I think they invented for this review.
I think I've heard it before.
Fresh, shocking, unforgettable.
Yes?
I love how hard they're selling this movie. Like to the specific geographic region, they've like nailed their audience down, like North California. We are going to get the North Californian audience who craves giant pigs movies. And then like they've really like brought in just everything. I mean, there's the machete-toting hippie stranger.
Uh-huh.
Right? Vengeful rednecks. Okay. Why are there emus that have been massacred?
Why are there emus at all? Why are they on this continent?
It's NorCal, man.
There's no
Things get
emus.
crazy up in NorCal.
They're not supposed to be emus there. Stop bringing emus. Leave them in Australia.
And then there's like
they can fight the army there.
Pig-worshipping cult girls who you know are going to be like, all of them like sexually attractive, right? But then like turns out to be like, oh, you shouldn't have trusted them, and they're like feeding you to the pig, who is their god. I gotta see this.
At the end, the pig's gonna eat them. Yeah,
probably some of them.
Mm-hmm. He's turned on us. We failed him.
But that is it. That
Boom,
is
splash the screen.
All of the pig movies that I was able to find. Apparently, all 4 of them, minus Okja, which I had already seen some of. Although I haven't finished it because I didn't like it that much.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen it?
No.
Well, that is going to do it for this week on To Where It Didn't Watch. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you like this, don't forget to tell a friend about us. And also, some little house cleaning. Wait, no. How does this work? Housekeeping? We are coming up on episode 100.
We are?
Depending on how these get released, I don't know how much time there will be between the airing of this episode and the recording of episode 100. But if you have ideas for episode 100, something you'd like us to do, like review an old movie or movies that you want desperately for us to cover the descriptions of, tweet them to @Albert_Berg or
ADMA91 Brantley.
That's Brantley's Twitter.
Or @TWDW Pod.
That's also fair. Yes, I do get those, although I haven't been diligent about posting the new episodes off of there lately. But that is it. Coming up on episode 100. Hopefully we'll do something fun for that, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.